Phenomenal. Phenomenal.
You know, Alyssa is really known as being like the energy, being the atmosphere, and uplifting all the other people. And it's a skill set to, no matter what you're going through, no matter what's going on in life or how you feel, to be at the same caliber of 150% that can get people excited every day. If I'm not excited, no one's excited. Not an easy task. That's the hardest part about being an owner. I would say that the majority of my time, I grew up in Milford, Connecticut. I moved up like 3 different towns. The older we got, the nicer of a neighborhood we started to move into. 6 boys and then me. I'm the youngest, I was the only girl. My dad, I remember him going to work before the sun even came up. My mom worked like at 2 different restaurants at once. She would work in the morning shift, she would bring us kids to school, go to work. After she would pick us up from school, she'd bring us home. My grandma would always be there to take care of us. She would drop off some of the boys to their sporting events and then go back to work until the end of the night. If there was any one thing that my parents have ever taught me, it's what discipline really means. It's what consistency is. They showed us that hard work will do that for you. Going into like high school, I finally had the opportunity to start playing sports. My brothers and I would always play all the sports games in the backyard, and so when I made it into high school, I realized that when I started to play against girls, I was really good. After being like a 3-sport captain through high school, I ended my college career getting to play 3 sports. I started working in the restaurant industry because I watched my mom do it. I used to come home with her apron full of money, and I just like uncrinkle the bills, and it was something that was like addicted. And since I'm like a girl in a big Italian family, I was a caretaker, so hospitality was really good fit for my upbringing and for the skills that I learned. Taught me how to be quick on my feet, be witty, which all kind of correlates to the career path that I chose today. I worked my way up as a server to a bartender, a bar manager, the person that opened it and closed the restaurant, and went to the bank and put money in the safe. After a decade, I was just tired of it. I was like working my butt off to pay other people's bills and have other people have this vision of their own restaurant, and I always wanted one for myself. My mom would complain about the people she would see, the 13-hour days. I felt it, and one day I realized I started to do those back to her, and it kind of scared me. I didn't want to walk the same path. I moved out here to Boston, the city of champions. I wanted a job in the sports industry. First job was actually at the TD Garden. They let me take the reins of opening a premium lounge. Amazing opportunity, but unions care about seniority, equality. In retrospect, those words sound good, but the old people got first picks. I couldn't do that to myself. If I'm gonna work hard, it's gonna be for my future. It's not about the size of the dog in the fight. It's the fight in the dog, and I had a lot of fights.
Like
Boston? Like a B-A-W, Boston.
Boston.
This is what we're known for, the history, the architecture. This is Little Italy of Boston. This is the North End. They have all the best Italian restaurants that you can ever taste. 2 of the best cannoli places probably in the world. They're across the street. Sorry to anybody who disagrees, but as an Italian, I like my cannolis. My favorite sub shop right down there, Polly's. All right, they got the best sandwiches, and Mr. Felix knows my order before I walk in. I love being a regular anywhere. This is like the highlight place. This is the center of town. And this is where it all began for me. The TD Garden. Quite the monument, especially this time of year, because if you are unaware, we just won the NBA Finals. So we right now are going to my first job that I actually had when I moved out here to Boston, to where it all starts. And bada bing, bada boom. Let's get Tatum. I'll grab Tatum. I am getting him out of the car. Let's go, buddy. Alrighty, buddy, come on down. Let's go. Yeah, we are the champions. We are the champions. He's ready to rock with us. Okay, come on, buddy. I know, I'm coming right back out. I'm coming right back out.
But the guy's right across the street for a ticket.
High five.
Hey, boom.
It's cool to be here now. And where do you look? 2024 World Champions. We are the world champions. That was the restaurant that I opened. I got to pick the spiral lights, $1,300 for one light. These Boston Garden Society members, these were the people that were allowed in my lounge. I'm in a suit, I look good, they told me. when we would get to walk in, we'd have to go through, obviously, security, just like all the other people here. I mean, I do have the guns, but those were allowed into the stadium, if you know what I mean. This here, the TD Garden, it'll always feel like home. So my lounge was actually right here. These 2 rows are suites. I always wanted to be a broadcaster at Nesson. I used to pitch them all the time to, hey, let me just get on air once. Let me get on air once. But you know, when I make it, they're gonna be resenting the fact that it took it so long. If you see good, you'll see more good. If you see the negatives, you're gonna see more negatives. Always finding the positive has been one of the biggest lessons that I've ever learned. When I started in the industry, I'd say I was sharp. The whole morale of what we try to teach is leadership, interpersonal skills. We try to teach you to be the best version of yourself. If I was older, that's who I would be. The lucky Irishman. Yeah! Look at us, we're rocking and rolling here in Boston. The business taught me my work ethic, my attitude, and being a good student was gonna pay off. I was like, those are things I've done already. I could do it again. To have an extraordinary life, you just do the ordinary things extraordinarily well. I just wanted to be able to take care of people that I love. My goal was always like, let me buy my dad a boat. Just last night, I bought my mother a ticket to, she has an anniversary, so I bought her tickets to go to the Justin Timberlake concert that's actually gonna be happening here. I get excited when I can see other people happy. Let's go, let's go. Learn how to be selfless. Learn how to take care of others, because inevitably, just like when you're young, someone took care of you. When you're old, someone's gonna take care of you. If you're not in the position you want to be, it's just truthfully because you haven't helped enough people. I want to be the person that is an example. I come from a family of people who didn't have that vision, who didn't have that drive. I have to be that person because there's no one left. I'm the baby. My whole goal was to make sure that who I become is someone that's gonna be the change of our family. I like the opportunity to travel. I like the opportunity to network. And if I have my offices all on the coast, it's always a beach in sight. I think that was good. Yeah. I'll see you next time.